We're now going to talk about magnification. And with magnification, you can get many different types of magnifiers depending on what you want to use them for. Some of them are designed more for portability, for taking with you places. Some of them are designed to leave at home for reading. Some are designed for hands-free type of things that you might want to do. So let's say for sewing or for any sort of crafts and hobbies that you might want your hands free. Or for maybe opening and folding a newspaper, you want your hands free. So there's different types of magnification. Some of them have lights on them, some of them don't have lights. There's different strengths. So everybody's going to be probably different in what's going to work best for them. What might work best for one person may not work best for you. So it's usually the best option to try out the different ones to find out what is going to be the best option for your circumstances. And there's a couple different ways you can do that. You can visit us at our store here at 754 Williamson Street and sit down and try out the different magnification products. You can also have a low vision rehabilitation teacher come to your home with the different magnification products. Or you may also want to have a low vision assessment by a low vision specialist, and then they could really identify what magnification is needed in your case and maybe teach you some techniques on how to use that magnification. The lower the strength, the bigger the area you're able to get. So for instance, this magnifier here has a pretty big viewing area, and this is a 3 times magnifier, so it's going to increase that print 3 times its normal size. As we increase the strength of the magnification, the lens on the magnifier gets smaller. So this next magnifier next to this one, this is a 4 times magnification. So we're making the magnification stronger, but at the same time that lens has to get smaller on the unit in order to magnify it more. The next one over here is a 5 times magnifier. So this kind of shows you as we go up in strength, that lens is going to get smaller on you. These magnifiers that we have lined up here, these are called stand magnifiers, meaning they stand on the print. This is nice because it has the focal distance, which is the optimal distance between the lens and the reading material in order for it to focus correctly. This stand magnifier has an LED light in it, which is more of a brighter type of light, which really helps with the contrast on the print that you're trying to read. So with this, we're going to lay this magnifier flat on the reading material, and we're going to slide it along. These usually work best at a table setting. The disadvantage of this type of unit is it's not very portable. This runs on 3 AA batteries, so there's no plug-in. So if you did know to go room to room, you could do so. These are also nice if you have any sort of tremors that you don't need to hold that magnifier. You just lay it flat and slide it along. And to turn off the unit, there's a slide switch here that turns that light off. This next magnifier that I'm going to show you, this is a non-lighted handheld magnifier. So with this magnifier, you are going to need to hold it at a certain distance in order for it to focus correctly. Generally that distance is going to be about 2 to 3 inches. The stronger the magnifier, the more accurate you have to get with that distance, and generally the closer you have to get the magnifier to the print. So here I'm holding it away from the print, and I'm moving it along as we go. Usually with the non-lighted ones, you're going to want some additional lighting to help make reading a little bit easier. This type of magnifier is referred to as a pocket magnifier. So this is a lighted pocket magnifier. It's a little bit smaller in size, so a little more portable for you to take with you places. These are nice to have if you're at a restaurant where it's dark, or out at a store where you want to see a price tag. So this also has an LED light in it, like the stand magnifier did, but it's not going to be able to sit on the materials. You are going to hold it, like we did with the non-lighted handheld one, 2 to 3 inches from the print. So this magnifier runs on 3 AAA batteries. We also have this type with a non-switch version. So instead of having a switch to turn on, with this magnifier, when you grab the handle, it turns the light on. So if you have any sort of arthritis or things where you may have trouble with the switch, this magnifier is nice, that you just have to pick it up and it turns the light on. This may also save you on batteries if you forget to turn that switch off. This next magnification product that I'm going to show you is a hands-free magnifier. So this plugs into an AC outlet. It has a bright fluorescent tube in it, and the magnifier is in the middle of it. So the strength of this magnifier is going to be about 2.5 times, so you're still able to get a pretty big viewing area. The advantage of this magnifier is your hands are free. So if I have a newspaper, for instance, that I'm constantly folding and unfolding, I have my hands free to do so. So this unit rests against your chest. You hold the print about 3 or 4 inches underneath the magnifier, and you move it as you go. Another advantage of this type of magnifier is if you do any sort of needlework, crafts or hobbies, where you have your hands free underneath. So with this, it's going to be a lower end magnification, but you're getting a bigger area to see with. So this next unit I'm going to show you is another hands-free option. No, I'm not going to go welding. This is actually for reading, believe it or not. So this unit you wear as a headband, and you can adjust that here on the back. There's a little dial to adjust the size to fit your head. And we have two lenses up here, so you can wear this unit with glasses if needed. You fold this down like so, and then you have to bring this print up to a certain distance. Like the handheld magnifiers, there's a certain focal distance that it needs to be at, and it's usually a couple inches. So here I need to hold this right about in this area in order for it to focus correctly. Now with this unit, you can interchange these lenses. So this lens pops right off of there, so if you needed to get a stronger lens, you can just take this one off and put a stronger one back on. These lenses range anywhere from about 1.5 times magnification up to 3.5 times magnification, and that's as strong as they go. With this, you'd probably also want to use some additional lighting to help. Another hands-free option would be readers. Many of the readers you can find at your local drugstore, they're going to be probably about +2 or +3 in strength. We do carry these up to +10. But now +10 isn't actually as strong as it sounds. That's +10 diopters, which is going to be equivalent to about 2.5 times. With the readers, you're still going to have that focal distance, so I have these on here, and then I'm going to bring this paper closer till it comes into focus. So here we're still looking at a good probably 4 inches that I have to hold this paper at in order for it to magnify.